Hi, welcome back to our tutorials on seam finishes. The next one we're going to work on is a French seam, and this is one of my favorite seam finishes to do. It's a lot of fun and it's really nice and pretty. This seam finish is used for lightweight materials, silks. It's a little bit more steps in the construction process, so the cost is a little more in the production line, but it's well worth it when you're looking at an upper end or higher end garment. Today I'm going to be sewing on just a little woven cotton piece, which is not what I normally would use for a French seam, but we're just learning the technique, so it's fine. So the first thing we're going to do is I have, even though it doesn't look like it, I do have my two pieces here. I have the right sides together. They're all ready to stitch. So we're going to move over here to the machine. I'm going to stitch in white so it'll be a little easier for you guys to see. And actually I have that wrong. We're going to sew the wrong sides together. So I'm ready to go, and we're going to stitch at 1/4 of an inch. Wrong sides together and 1/4 of an inch. So the right sides are out. So I'm just going to quickly stitch that down. Go off there. So there's your 1/4 of an inch with the wrong sides together. I should have used a print where you could really see that, but that's okay. We're just learning the technique. Now I'm going to come over to the ironing board, and I'm going to just give that a nice little press. And I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to press it to one side and get it nice and flat. And then I'm going to fold it over on itself. We're going to look here and make sure our seam is right on the edge. We're going to press it down. And what I'm going to do before I stitch it is I'm going to take a look at it, and I'm going to grab my scissors. I have just these little guys right here, but that's okay. And I'm going to trim him down just a little bit. I'm going to trim him down to a little bit over 1/8. Making sure that the back is out of the way. Now we're going to press that back. So we're on the seam line. Give it a good press again. So now we have our right sides together, and this is the wrong side. And we are going to pop him on our machine again. And we're going to sew this time at 3/8. The first time we sewed at 1/4. Now we're going to sew at 3/8, which combined is your 5/8 inch seam. And we're just going to stitch that down. We're going to trim him off. So this is the inside of your seam, and this is the right side. So all finished like a normal seam, and the inside is completely clean and enclosed. We're going to bring him back over to our iron, and we're going to press him down to one side again to make it nice and flat. Flip him over, make sure everything is nice and flat. So it looks very nice from the right side. And then the inside has that nice clean finish. And this looks really nice on your lightweight silks or anything that is a little bit drapey. Looks really clean. So look for this seam finish on the inside of your garments when you're shopping, when you're going to purchase, or if you go into the industry and you're buying, make sure that you have these really nice techniques for your upper end, more costly goods. All right, thank you, and we'll come back to the next seam finish.